Good evening, this is Pinky on the move from Jeju Island. This evening's plan is to first go for dessert. Yes, there is an ice cream shop right across from my gorgeous Airbnb which features ice cream topped with salt bread. After that, we're going to a local restaurant and try another local specialty. If you have some empty space in your stomach, if you're hungry, or if you're up for a new food adventure, follow me. Cup noodles in front of me, in front of my mouth explodes. Good evening from Jeju Island. Do you know what we're up to? Yes, it is pork barbecue. I cannot believe that it took me about 10 barbecues to become a barbecue master. This is one of my pieces of Jeju black pork. This is my first bite. She lovingly prepared that for me. Let me give you this evening's tutorial on how to eat Korean barbecue. You take one leaf, you take one glorious piece of pork. And I am so glad she showed me that I don't have to close the leaf entirely. You take some grilled kimchi, some grilled or raw garlic. You have plenty of it here and you can order more. And then you wrap it, but you do not have to wrap the whole leaf around it. This is what I just found out. You just have to make like a little pouch. Try. It tastes very healthy. I'm going to put it in my little Hello Kitty bag. And then we're going further for a meal. Hello. This is Pinky on the move from Jeju Island. And I am here to have another pork barbecue feast. In this restaurant, let me tell you, there's not one tourist. Ooh, okay, menu. All it took me was to walk 5 minutes down the street to find this glorious place. Oh, marinated grilled black pork ribs. Cold arrowroot noodles. And you know what? I think for the first time I found a place that is for one person. Thank you. 감사합니다. Okay. Galbi are ribs. I figured that by now. Galbi are ribs. So, pork belly, no, because I had it. Steamed rice for 1,001. Yes, I want some rice today. Yes, I think I know what I want. So, in every Korean restaurant, you get tea in a jar like that, and it's often a jar that was originally a soju or beer jar, so you can just read what it says here and then you know what it was. Halabong juice. Make it a bit healthy. So this is Jeju clementine orange, I would say. So it's a fruit that is slightly larger than a clementine, and it is smaller than an orange. It is very sweet. It has a slight bitterness to it, and it is called halabong, and that is what Jeju is famous for. It's nice and chilled. Okay, soon the actual start. I will put you a bit further away because you will want to see what is being brought to my table here. Okay. Grilled black pork. Yeah. Let's see how much I will pay, because when I pointed at my grilled black pork, she asked me if I wanted it for one, and I said yes. And also some rice with it, yes. Yeah, I want some rice. So this is different. This today is yeah, a square grill. Okay, I will. Sorry. Actually, no rice. No rice. No rice. I would like to try these cold noodles. Yes, please. This is what they're preparing for me right now. Ooh. Oh, here's my pork. Well, that, I must say, looks like a decent amount. When I say decent amount, I mean an amount that is, you know, doable. Here's my square grill, my tea, my neighbors. And here's me showing you every single step of what is going to happen. And I think here I am allowed to grill my meat by myself. Shall I already put it? I'm not sure. Here comes the damage. This is, ooh. Ooh. And she is putting my meat on the grill. I am very excited. And here's my meat sizzling away. Has to clean up the table next to me, and then I guess all that is already prepared for people. So in the morning, they must be very busy preparing everything. Like in Beijing, you would see people doing only one thing in the morning, making dumplings. And here, it seems that in every restaurant, they must be preparing the panchan and panchan. 감사합니다. I am very excited about these cold noodles. They're called cold arrowroot noodles. And the long name is very, very long. It starts with CHINGNAANGM. Myeon, that's noodles. So let me Google that for a minute while my meat is grilling away. Ooh, and some kimchi. Yes. And she's putting some kimchi on the grill and some of the bean sprouts. Do you remember that I originally said I don't like anybody to mess with my meat, but I'm kind of getting used to people grilling it for me. Also because I'm too busy filming and talking. Ooh, now comes the cutting bit. Naemyeong are Korean cold noodles. 중국 naemyeong. I think that's just the perfect amount of grilled pork. And she's a grill master. Naemyeong. Korean cold noodles with 20 years of tradition. She's doing everything with so much grace. So here we have our, oh god, it's very heavy, a box with little chopsticks. They're very cute. And this is my first piece of pork this evening. Oh my god, she's making a little perfect leaf for you. She's making it for you. She's making it for you. She's showing you the proper way. I've been trying and trying and trying to show you the proper way of filling your leaf. And she's... And then you sort of wrap it like an open sushi, so you don't have to, what I just realized, you don't have to try to close it. Okay, I will continue. Okay, after this graceful, I wouldn't even want to say waitress, I hope she's the owner or the owner's daughter, this graceful lady did all the preparation for me here on the grill, cutting, filling me the first leaf. I am now officially in charge. She put me in charge of my grill. And I want to get some garlic on the grill. And I want to try some of this radish. Is that radish or? Yeah, it is. And I need to stop touching everything with my hands. I'm not in Indonesia, I'm in Korea. So, can you see this? This is my first bite. Also, I want to get one of those chilies on the grill. So, hello to Jeju, and let me, as the grill master this evening, give you an introduction on how to grill your meat. So when it's nearly ready, you put it towards the side so it doesn't stay in the middle to get burned. Also, you don't want to leave the garlic on there for too long, so I'm removing it already. I definitely don't want burnt garlic. And here, that fatty part, it looks beautiful, doesn't it? Doesn't it look beautiful? Ooh, oh god. I want to kind of get it more into the middle. So, that's all, a little pouch. Okay, I got it, I finally got it. I'm still going to take two leaves. They're also more sturdy leaves. They don't seem to be ripping apart too fast. So let me get another, ooh, that looks good. Yeah. Another piece of pork. Some bean sprouts, some grilled kimchi, some grilled garlic, some raw garlic, and well, let's get a little bit of this paste here. Now, make a pouch. Make a pouch. I finally figured it out. All you have to do is make a pouch. As you can see, there's... You know what that is? That is that super fishy sauce that they usually put in a little pot on the grill. But I like the fact that they're not ripping apart. Fishy sauce, and then a nice, perfectly grilled piece of meat. And here's my pouch. Here's my pouch. One more leaf, actually two. Oh, this is so much fun when you know how to do it. To actually know how to properly wrap my meat into my leaf. A sexy piece of meat. Yes. Into my leaf. Some kimchi. Into my leaf. Garlic. Garlic. Into my leaf. Some grilled bean sprouts. Into my leaf. And now let me also, and here comes this cold noodle dish. Ooh. Oh, I put it now? Aha, so this is ice water. I will show you in just a second. So let me get my leaf back. Leaf back. I needed something else that leaf. Oh yes, a chili. I'm also going to put this chili inside. Sort of seeing the pre-closure business here. And now, so let's have this chili stick out from the top. Another very famous dish here in South Korea is a cold noodle dish, which is called Naemyeong. Yes, here it is right in front of me. So right now, we're looking at a variety of ingredients here. So we're having some radish, an egg, beautiful sesame paste. I think these are buckwheat noodles. I think to make this noodle dish, you're using buckwheat noodles. This is also very healthy. And now comes the trick. Inside goes this ice water. I hope I'm doing this right. Mission completed. And also what I've learned, what you must do is to cut your noodles with scissors while you're eating the dish, because otherwise they glue together too much. So I'm not sure if you're supposed to mix it now. If you know, let me know in the comment section, although it may be slightly too late. So let me just get a bite of this. Oh my god, the cold, the crunch, I think it's kind of glued together. I will just This is where the scissors come in. Ooh, that's definitely wheaty barley. That is. And I was trying to explain something which I forgot. This is. I wanted to say that this dish goes extremely well with the heat of the pork. Wow. Ooh, that's 3 leaves. Meat. Oh, that chili is nice and roasted. They're much hotter than the big ones. I should be using my chopsticks. I'm going to go and throw all this garlic on the grill. I just want that pork a tiny bit crispier. And I think the mission will be completed soon. I mean, that fat can literally always bite through. Like, it is completely buttery. Oh, that's how I like it. Okay. So, since I have 3 leaves here, let's do a 2 meat biter. You know, this is not your fancy barbecue place where you get your coarse salt. This is where the locals go. This cold noodle dish is a hit. There's some little sauces here. That's probably for your noodles. Let me put it in this. Oh, that's mustard. It's a real good mustard. And something else. I think it's maybe fish sauce. Well, it's vinegar. Oh, and what I hadn't seen is they had brought me with all these leaves a bunch of perilla leaves, and I love them so much more. I really like those perilla leaves. So that's literally 5 cloves of garlic, 2 pieces of meat. Have a very different, very distinct taste. She will be so surprised when she sees me finishing everything because locals don't. So this is the proper way to wrap your meat. So hard, it took me forever to cool it down. I just understood why the grill slightly shifts to the left. And that is also a good sign that this is a place for locals. So it shifts to the left because then it lets out the grease to the left so it doesn't get stuck in the middle. I am already a little bit struggling. These are divine. And it comes with a glorious egg. Cucumbers. These are the most beautiful leaves I've ever seen. I like those greens a lot. Deutsche. Deutsche. No, Russian, no. Iie. Nihongo. Oh. So there's a gentleman on the other table who just Ichiban, see, this oishi, oishi, no, this is oishi, it's Ichiban. I did not know that I could actually speak Japanese, and I just realized that I'm able in South Korea to communicate with somebody in Japanese. Isn't that incredible? Ui! This is out of this world. Ooh, I'm so full already. I'm really full today. I'm a little more full than usual. This taste, I experienced it one time 2 years ago in Seoul. It was Chuseok. Chuseok is the Korean Thanksgiving. I was walking through the streets. I was walking through Iksedong. I was discovering art galleries because everything was free of charge in Seoul during Chuseok. And I found a restaurant full of locals that featured that dish. This is a real spicy chili. Gochujang paste. Don't you think that this looks a bit like a noodle? Gogi, gogi, gogi. I have never eaten so much gogi in my life. This beautiful lady must wash her hair like 5 times per day. At least every night, because it's full of pork grease. Now I know. So all you have to make is a pouch. You don't have to try to get everything wrapped. You make a pouch. My achievements. Yes, I am devouring everything, including the last leaf. It's radish with a bit of this fishy sauce. not making it up. I will turn you around right now. And you're gonna see the damage. Yes, this was my Naemyeong. This is my pancha, my side dishes, like everything that it came with. And here's my neighbor. And I've done it. Another adventure in South Korea completed. Now I'm most interested in knowing how much I have to pay, because I do strongly believe that they do have the possibility to serve just one person. Alright, ready to leave the premises and just understand what happened. Okay, this is my damage. Look at this now. This I want to show you. This is where they're peeling all the garlic. And they're peeling and peeling and peeling and peeling and peeling, because even in the supermarkets you find your garlic already readily peeled. I have to go. Yes, perfect. Half the price from yesterday. Half the price that was. Bye bye. It was very good. I enjoyed it. Thank you for grilling the meat for me. Oh, that was the place where I've just eaten. It's full of locals. Okay, comprehend what happened. Oof. That was a good meal. I can definitely not fit any more ice cream, and I'm so glad I didn't go for ice cream before the meal.